Guys, Rich Duper Bash. I'm super excited to finally be getting my KRATON EXB out today. Super windy outside. I just wanted to do this in the garage real quick and just go over my setup before I take off. So for the EXB, guys, I've decided to run the Hobbies Star 980 kV 56112. I pretty much borrowed this out of my Outcast 8S. As far as which motors work best for this size, guys, my opinion is anything between 800 and about 1100 kV will work. So I have my Hobbies Star paired with my Max 5 again. I just put in a fresh fan. My old fan was just a little bit chewed up here. You'll notice I made like a little mesh net just to try and basically keep some of the stones and sticks from breaking up my blades. And I'm also running the M2C Racing Max 5 mount. So this thing makes this job super simple. Bolts directly onto the electronics cover. You guys will notice I also opted to use my own hardware. I just like the 3mm heads on these M4 by 20mm instead of using the stock flanged one. This is a 2.5. I've just found you can strip these if you're not super careful. So for gearing, guys, I went ahead and I threw on the included 39 tooth spur. I left the cover off just so I can make sure I get my mesh right. You'll see I have a 32 tooth Saga Custom RC pinion. I was running 39-34 gearing on my Outcast 8S. I just decided because these new big block wheels are definitely bigger and heavier, I'd go ahead and just gear down. I did a quick street shakedown after several passes and just drifting around. Definitely like the handling of the truck. The sway bars seem to make an impact. The hottest I could get my motor was 140. My ESC I got about 110, 115. The only real tuning I did on the truck so far, guys, is I went ahead and I broke apart my center diff, and props to Arma. I had absolutely no issues with the thread lock, taking that apart. I went ahead and threw in just one silicone earplug. Effectively, I run about half 20 million CST and half silicone earplug. I also cut some yoga mat just for both my battery trays. I've just found through the years this definitely helps protect your lipos from hard impacts. So for steering servo, guys, I'm running, this is also a Hobby Star. It's HS6912HV. This thing's done awesome in my KRATON 8S RTR. Just figured I'd stick with it. The only thing is because the servo, basically it's longer from back to front. Essentially what I found is here's a shot of the stock servo saver adjustment screw. Arma includes this little aluminum spacer, and basically what I found is to fully close up the servo saver assembly, what you need to do is either shorten this screw. In this instance, what I did was I had an extra one of these and I doubled up on the spacers. Shout out once again to Stefan Saucier out of Canada. Again, these are the Tech Joe gaskets he sells on eBay, and definitely my preferred gasket in pretty much all my Arma rigs. Haven't really touched the suspension yet, guys. If I push down hard enough, I could definitely get chassis slap, but in essence, I like to set all my trucks up so they sit about arms level, just cruising around, fully loaded with the packs. Overall, I prefer kind of a soft plush setup, guys. I just think it's easier on the A-arms and the rest of the suspension components. Haven't touched the front or rear diffs yet, guys. I am probably going to put 500K in the rear and like probably 1 million in the front. We'll see. I think the truck comes with 100K front and rear. I'm just going to give this sucker a quick shakedown. Hopefully the wind isn't too ridiculous today. Huge props once again both to Horizon and Arma for this truck. Definitely super excited to see how the chassis is going to hold up. The bigger shocks, the bigger links, and the other little tidbits they threw in this awesome model. Guys, I've just been waiting for my Shugu to set up. I ended up using 3 of these bigger tubs here with the drywall tape. Basically, I think I've got about maybe 40 hours of set time so far, and it's starting to feel pretty much rock hard in these little thicker areas in the corners. Definitely pays to take the time, guys, to just go through and kind of hit up all the weak spots. You want to hit up all your seams, do some cross patterns. Doesn't have to look pretty. As I just threw this sucker on the scale, and she's pushing almost 29 pounds, and that's without the lipos. That's just with the body and the wheels and all the electronics. So anyway, like I've said before, a truck this size, you definitely need to be careful, especially if it's geared up to 50+ miles an hour. Make sure you're not headed towards anybody or any solid objects. Try and land on all fours and be somewhat realistic with what a truck this heavy can handle. All in all, guys, I will say the truck went together very easy, and so huge shout out to both Horizon and Arma for including everything you need to go ahead and just throw true 1/5 electronics straight into the truck. Big shout out to Game Changer RC as well, guys. I'm going to go ahead and be testing this fan setup on one of my 6S rigs. You'll see it's got an adjustable heat sink here. It feels super sturdy in the hands. It's got plenty of hardware on it. Also have an on-off switch and a little lipo to test this out with. So huge shout out to you. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go, guys. Maiden Voyage. We'll see how this goes. Definitely going to be a break-in bash. Dave just showed up with his tricked out X-Max. I think he's running a Newcastle 1717. I think he said 1250 kV. I'm not positive.
Well, there's definitely a lot of weeds out here now, guys. Oh, that was a real awkward landing, guys. Guys, so far the shocks and the rod ends are looking good. I just thought I'd take a quick look. You'll see from the back, guys, it looks like the camber links are holding up well too.
I'm trying to calibrate it.
That's definitely a lot smaller.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Than the hobby wing. Well, it looks smooth, man. Oh yeah, no, she looks way lighter without setup, man. Might be a good move. Oh, dude, you hit that down ramp perfectly, man. Ooh. Dude, this thing is a wild animal, brother.
Dude, I wish I would have messed with the punch setting.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have enough of that.
Yeah.
That little extra juice.
Oh yeah. This lip, man, this thing's like a chassis tester right here. Something looks a little bit crooked in the front. I don't know if my pillow ball came loose or what. Oh yeah, no, something looks a little off for sure. Oh,
I think the wheel just came loose.
I don't know.
Or the bearing popped out. Oh no, the bearing popped out.
Oh damn. Oh yeah, man. No, it looks good. You see my left front wheel? I'm out of whack too. I gotta figure out what that is. All right, guys, I can see now that it looks like I might have bent my front hinge pin here on this left side. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this apart and take a look. It might have been that first double backflip when I just landed pretty much completely on this left wheel. I'm not sure, but I can't say I've really bent many of these in the past, so it might have been a fluke. Big shout out to Dave. He gave me the idea for this rigid stand from Home Depot. So basically, same thing I'm using here. I know a couple people asked in the comments last time, but this thing's adjustable. Goes down from really low to probably, I don't know. Here's another shot of my hinge pin, guys. You'll see that's definitely out of sorts. And the bummer is I noticed I'm missing a piece of hardware. It looks like the B block, I actually snapped the plastic part off. So I'm gonna see if I have a spare to replace that. Unfortunately, when I'm comparing front to rear, it looks like I might have twisted my chassis just a little bit on the nose here. So definitely a bummer. I'll get this thing apart and take a closer look. All right, with the front of the truck off, you'll notice, guys, there's what's left of the B block. Unfortunately, it just completely split right at the bulkhead, and I think that allowed this hinge pin to just get completely yanked on. All right, guys, she's all patched up. Unfortunately, the wind's picked up some. Well, remember when you went under the fence that one time, dude?
That's what happened, dude.
Yeah, all in all, man, this thing's done killer. Oh! Dang, dude. I couldn't tell where you were, man. That was crazy. All right, guys, we're gonna finish off there. I'm glad I was able to get the truck back together. Again, I did bust that B suspension block. Had to replace the hinge pin. My chassis did look like it had a twist in the front. I went ahead and just kind of gave it a couple taps with a hammer, so right now it's looking good. Is what it is, guys. I know a lot of you aren't going to be sending these to the moon. You got to be somewhat realistic with what these are designed for in the first place. So anyway, all in all, I'm super impressed. Rod end, shock shafts, all look good. All right, guys, until next time, late. Oh, dang. That was brutal. Well, that was certainly a good durability test. Completely shaved the ramp. Damn, I almost hit your truck, dude.
Dude, that you hitting that mountain like that was a good test of the rod ends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I kept watching him. I was waiting for him to tag that pole. I know. No, I'm pretty impressed with them so far. They're definitely got a lot more cushion on them, you know what I'm saying? Oh. So rear shock shafts looking good. Links are looking good. Front's looking good. She's in one piece, guys. That's about as much as you can ask for out here. Oh, cut that a little too tight. Oh, you did? Oh, man. Well, it's good timing, brother. We had a killer run. Heck yeah, man. Well, I'm really impressed with the handling, bro. Damn, dude, she rips, brother. You're holding out on her. Doing some freestyle, brother.